Happy New Year and welcome to InSight. I'm Wendy Brokaw.
And I'm Ross Sutherland.
We're still in holiday mode, you can probably tell. We're still playing with our toys. That's why we have with us today our guest, Alicia Bay from Gilbert House Children's Museum. And Sphero, right?
Yes.
That's correct.
Hi,
yes.
our guest Sphero. Say hi to everybody there. You have to tell us, this is one of the things that you are now offering kids like us to play with, right?
We are. So we received a grant from First Tech Federal Credit Union to purchase some equipment to offer some technology programs and activities at Gilbert House. And so we bought laptops, Kindles, and our little buddies, the Spheros.
What is it?
So it's a programmable robot. And it's really fun because it's approachable for little kids. And our target age group is 2 to 10 years old. And this is something that is very appealing to children and not intimidating to them or their caregivers.
Okay, well, teach us two kids how this thing
Okay,
Yeah, really.
So a couple of things that we can do with it is we can just drive it around. Okay. So I'm using the Kindle and just a thing, and I aim it where I want it to go. And then I tell it to drive.
Ooh, hi there. Welcome to CCTV.
Yeah, really.
I can volunteer for us.
Yes.
Can bring things in.
Yeah,
I
right.
need a paperclip.
I can change the color and really
Ooh, look at that, the color's changing.
individualize it to what's fun for me. Would one of you like to drive, Sphero?
You first, I just... Go ahead.
So, okay, so you have a screen with a round rainbow on it.
We do, and that changes the color.
That changes the color. And then there's one below that looks like a target, and you put your finger on there.
Whoa, 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 whoa. What? Can you bring it back?
You can.
Oh,
so just
it's got
to
a dot on it.
Yes, so
Okay,
just
but-
to the left.
You,
Come back, come back.
if a 2-year-old can do this,
It doesn't have voice recognition yet.
Yep.
So the
Where?
it's fallen in love with the table.
it
Why?
has
Whoa.
just to the left.
Come back.
Okay,
You
so
can aim it.
you know, it's kind of. Ooh, it's the dot is kind of. Is it opposite?
It is opposite, and then just to the left.
Should I go like this?
That would probably help you. And then there's an
Oh, well,
aim.
that's the problem.
Yes.
Oh, here, Wendy, try that. Put that at the bottom, because otherwise it's going to go backwards. That's why I was running it out into the note.
Too many moving parts.
Okay, here,
What?
switch
What?
the here.
What?
Why does it keep?
I may cry. Do kids cry?
So that's just changing your color, and that will aim. And I think the candle is trying
think
to...
backwards.
But think backwards.
Well, think upside down, because
Or
when you
upside
go
down.
left, it's right.
Whoop.
See, you're going up.
I'm
You
going
want
to
to go
give it
down.
to you to
Okay.
extract me from this.
But good problem solving, Ross. And when...
I'm as smart as a 2-year-old. Yay!
I'm not there yet. I'm not there yet.
Okay, it likes me.
and I
It does
do-
indeed.
There.
Look at that.
Yeah.
Well, that is so cute.
So a couple ways that we use this is we're going to start offering classes starting on January 20th that's called the Introduction to Coding. So the children, and it's geared for 8 years old and older, and when they come, they learn how to program Sphero. So using a block coding program. So a child has programmed this to do a couple of things to go back and forth using block coding. And then I just press start, and Sphero will do it.
Ooh,
And as you
do you mean
saw-
this is from a code?
It
That
is.
you entered?
Yes. So, and the block is very easy for children to understand because they just pick something and drop it in, almost like Tetris, of the commands that they want it to do. And what they're learning is the sequential order of programming computers.
So it'll say turn left, go 2 feet, turn right.
Yes.
Okay.
What a sense of mastery that must give them.
Right. And so we'll be offering those continually, the intro to coding classes. And then what we have after that, after you've been to the first class, is the coding challenges. So you can come back and use the techniques that you learned to program it to do a challenge, whether it's to do an obstacle course or a game that we have. So it will build on and help children learn to master the thing, and they should be in with groups of children that have a similar understanding of the Sphero that they do.
Wow.
So
And for
that's
those of
really-
us that didn't obviously grow up with these kinds of things, this is like they don't disconnect. I mean, this is like just part of their life, and they don't think about it as this thing.
I had a bead that I could pull when I was a little baby, and it would go clackety clackety clackety, and it was very exciting when I was 2. This would be
But what we're finding too is that because computers and electronics are so much a part of our lives, parents are really interested in opportunities for their children to learn how they work. So learn more about coding, learn more about how the behind the scenes.
Well, and also the parents are learning at the same time, but it's not like they're stupid. It's like, I should know about this, I'm an adult, and you don't always know about it, and so this way they can learn right along with their kids.
Such a great point.
Yeah.
Is it popular already?
So the first one has already filled. We have 9 spots.
I don't
we
understand
have 10
why.
Spheros. But that's one of the reasons we have it in an ongoing fashion. And then we had this available for people as they came in at our New Year's party for kids to handle it, to see it, and we had kids as young as 2 driving it just like you did.
Wow.
So, but there's also other games that we can play with it, like hot potato or other fun things that you can program it.
Can you make it run around a little bit for us? I just
can.
love watching that. Change colors and
And when you were saying earlier that this is really accessible, you mean because it isn't like a little robot that might scare kids. And even, I mean, working at the museum, we have kids that just lose it over these ceramic dolls. They are scared of them, and so this would be.
This one looks like it's really fun.
Yeah, I mean, it's very.
It's not.
And the lights are very appealing. It's sort of almost like it's alive.
It is. You mean it isn't?
Oops.
What a disappointment. Well, listen, if anybody wants to know more about the program and about the classes and everything else about Gilbert House Children's Museum, how do they get in touch with you?
Our website is acgilbert.org. The telephone number is 503-371-3631, but the registration for all the classes is done online. So at the top bar you can find classes and events, and also scrolling across the top bar says coding classes and other things that we have coming up.
I wonder what A.C. Gilbert would say if he saw this.
Can I play?
All of that. Yeah, I'm sure it would be puzzling and then very engaging at the same time.
Yes.
So.
And a lot that you can learn through play, creative, inventive play. Well, thank you so much for bringing this toy in, for getting our new year off to such a great new start.
Oh, thank you for having me.
Yeah, this was fun.
Sure.
So, do you say goodbye, Sphero?
Bye, Sphero.
I made it run the opposite. I'm not as intuitive as Ross is.
And thank you for joining us today on InSight. I'm Wendy Brokaw.
And I'm Ross Sutherland.
We'll see you next time. Come here, Sphero. Oh my God.